Alright, so we're going to do our test with that scene. Let's open our rendering dialog. And as you see here, we have production, which is progressive or bucket mode. We have interactive, which is live rendering. And we have, it's pretty much like progressive. And we have the active shade mode. So this is the V-Ray RT or V-Ray GPU in nowadays. So let's first go and check out IPR right here. We can click start. And you can see the render is started. And it's rendering pretty fast. However, we're using our CPUs in this one. And let's see how long it's gonna take. So basically with this option we have things like real zoom. We have also new navigation, so we can change the viewport while we're rendering inside the frame buffer. We can reinitiate, restart it. We can select the object and let it run. We can get object material. So let's get this one, and we can change its color. Pretty neat. What we can do is we can focus distance. And we can get area of interest here. So we get details everywhere we point our mouse. And we also can do regions with a higher quality. So that works for interactive, as you can see here. And we also can change our lighting, which is cool. Let's go to our light lister and change the intensity to about 2. The light lister needs to go, so 6, 10, 1. Pretty cool stuff, very fast, and initiating stuff very quickly. Okay, now I'm going to stop this and open my history. Now I'd like to save this one here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to switch this to active shade mode. This is our V-Ray RT or V-Ray GPU. So in production, I'm going to say set it to GPU. And if we click render here, you can see that V-Ray GPU kicked in, but it might not pick up the colors. So what we need to do is open our histogram, load V-Ray settings, and click render. Alright, so we're getting our colors back. And I'm going to close this frame buffer, it's an old one. And this new one, you can see, working pretty cool. So another way to access this one is if we switch to perspective, we can click on the active shade mode render this out. Alright, so those are pretty cool options here, and what I like about it is that if we can switch between all of those, and we can use either in interactive, we can use V-Ray GPU or V-Ray CPU. If we click to V-Ray GPU, we also have the IPR option here. So we can start it, you can see the GPU kicks in, and it renders freaking crazy fast. I haven't seen V-Ray so fast in my life. Seriously, this stuff is just smoking. Okay, now if we switch back to stop it and switch back to active shade, we can also see statistics while we render. We're going to click on the interactive here, and we can also say show statistics. And we can see we're using V-Ray GPU GUDA, that's the number, all the information here, GeForce 1070, and I'm using only 3.56 gigs of RAM. I mean, it's free, so from 8 I'm using about 5 gigs of RAM to go through this. But you can see the render goes very, very fast. The passes are running crazy quickly, and we're getting that image in just seconds. Alright, so we can limit time, we can increase the quality if we want here, and we can do a bunch of other cool manipulations with light. You can change the color, so it's very useful for those that want to get quick results and working on the scene and have it right away rendered and ready to go, ready to show what it's all about. Okay, so go ahead and see the next tutorial about V-Ray GPU for production.